thinking about Watchtower, as I reluctantly do more often than I'd like to, and I was thinking about all them books we studied. Now, I grew up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. We have new members of the congregation who don't know the backstory, and I haven't put out an official video about my awakening process and my history with the Jehovah's Witnesses organization. What's the proper way to say that? That's too many syllables. Jehovah's Witnesses. That's 6 syllables. I'm not about to say Jehovah's Witnesses all the time. You are now and forever referred to as J-Dubs. Okay? Because I'm tired of saying Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, 6 syllables. I knew I had that right. I'm not going to be saying that. J-Dub. So I grew up a J-Dub. A devoted J-Dub. There is a difference. Not much, but notably. I ain't about to pull no punches with Watchtower. Watchtower had us studying the dumbest books in the world. Do you know that? All the books I read from Watchtower when I could have been reading actual valuable books, like the actual Bible and other valuable books with important and pertinent information for everyday human life and survival. I love the Bible, but all them publications we studied that was Bible-based was not Bible-based. That was some based bullshit is what it was. You know what, Shawty? You could have let me over, but you didn't, and that's okay, because you have a right. You didn't have to. You could have, but you didn't have to. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, bruh, I remember the Great Teacher book, studying that. I remember studying The Greatest Man Who Ever Lived. We studied that. I studied the Revelation book about 3 times. Daniel, Isaiah. I think Isaiah was volume 1 and 2. The Jeremiah book was thinner. The book of Daniel, I remember studying Daniel. Was it volume 1 and 2 though? I don't remember. I think it was just Isaiah. I was like, damn, it's 2 parts to Isaiah? She ain't wanna let me over, you wanna let me over. What the fuck I'm gonna be upset about it? What else? The Family Happiness book. My book of Bible stories. What else? What else we had to study? All them Watchtower articles. Don't get me started on no Watchtower articles. Don't get me started on no Watchtower articles. That massive pile of dino dump shit. See, remember when the Watchtowers and Awakes came out like every week? And if you was a devoted Jehovah's Witness, you read them Watchtowers and Awakes. I used to try. I never could really keep up, but then because you had the weekly Watchtower and Awake magazines, and then you had the Theocratic Ministry School thing. You know, because you couldn't get that until you turned in your field service time. But we had 5 meetings back in the day too. Okay? I'm talking about your not congregation Bible study. We used to hold those at people's houses. It was small. So you had the congregation book study, not Bible, book study. You had the Theocratic Ministry School. You had the service meeting. Then you had the public talk, which was 45 minutes when I was, well, I think it was an hour. Then it went to, when I was real young, it was an hour for the public talk and then an hour for the Watchtower study. Then it dropped down. It got reduced to 45 minutes. Then it got reduced even further. So see, y'all new school J-Dubs. Woo! Y'all ain't got to go to the meeting. Y'all ain't got to meet out in service. Y'all got Corona going on. Y'all have 30-minute talks. Y'all have Watchtower studies that ain't that deep. Y'all ain't got to wake and Watchtower magazines coming out. You ain't got to worry about all of that. And then on top of all of that, like if you was on the Theocratic Ministry School, you might be handed a slip. You have a talk, the number 3 talk. If you was a sister, you had the number 3 talk, which could not run over 5 minutes. But when I was giving talks, I remember when you gave a talk, I remember not having no source material. Am I tripping? I remember like having a scripture, John 3:16. That's your talk theme. Get together with another sister rather. Y'all build up this little fake skit scenario, and then you use this one scripture to talk about and develop a theme that's cohesive for the congregation to follow, and you got 5 minutes, and you got to demonstrate that part in front of the congregation over 100 plus people. Yeah, that's what we used to do. We had to do it. It was part of our services and deeds of godly devotion, acts of holy acts of conduct and deeds of godly devotion, and rendering our sacred service to Jehovah, and supporting the friends in their efforts to be vigilant against Satan's attacks and this wicked system of things, which is soon to end because of God's kingdom that he's using his son Jesus Christ, the messianic kingdom that's going to rule over this planet. But first he's going to have to destroy this planet, and that's going to be the great tribulation, when the political system says that we have peace and security. They're going to turn on false religion, which is the great beast, and the harlot represents that. No. The great beast represented the political elements of this system in the last days, and the harlot represented the religious element of this system, the worldwide false religion. Satan's worldwide false religion. All them gonna be destroyed except us. We special. God love us special than everybody else apparently. So we Jehovah's Witnesses, and we gonna be saved. But all you Catholics, all you Muslims, all you natural Israelites, all you Protestants, all you atheists, all you agnostics, all you Wiccans, all of you Satanists, all of you vegans, all of y'all, if y'all ain't Jehovah's Witnesses, your ass is dead. I'm gonna pick up your dead ass body and live in your nice ass house once my God destroys you and your God and all them other gods. That is the shit we was indoctrinated with. For me, for decades. Do you understand? I'm talking about 5 meetings a week when you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses every week for years. As a child, no breathing room, no room for your own thought process. That's just the shit you do. I don't know anything else. Kingdom Hall, school, home, repeat. That's it. Everything else I studied outside of school had to do with Jehovah's Witnesses, had to do with the Bible, had to do with learning Jehovah, had to do preparing parts, had to do preparing myself for field service, had to do with reading Watchtower, Wake Magazine, and all the other Watchtower publications. That's what that was our life. That was everything. Do you know how much information we could have learned if it wasn't for fucking Watchtower filling our minds with all of this stupid ass, remedial ass bullshit? How many books could I have read that would have altered the course of my life if I hadn't studied the goddamn Greatest Man book? The Greatest Man! You know what? Let me bad back, because the Greatest Man book was actually a pretty good book. I like studying the Greatest Man book because I just love the shit Jesus would say. Jesus knew how to be compassionate to the little neighborhood prostitute hoe that wanted to change her life and wash Jesus' feet with the tears of her remorse. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus was like, okay, baby, you forgiven. I know you was a hoe, but you trying to change your ways, and it's okay. I forgive you. And at the same time, Jesus will turn around the next day and flip over the money changers at the temple like, why are y'all transforming the house of my father into a cave of robbers? Why y'all doing that? Get that shit out of here. You got coins flying everywhere. You got the doves or the birds, the pigeons, whatever they were selling for the sacrifice for Jehovah, for the temple. You got all that shit flying everywhere. Jesus like, man, he made some ropes and whipping people. I like that guy. I like that Jesus. I ain't got no problem with Jesus. Jesus all right with me. You know what I'm talking about? Man, it's that other guy. Back to the shit I was already saying. So and now to think about all that time we studied learning them books, and then them books discontinued. Hold up, Watchtower. Hold up, governing body. Hold up. When I was growing up, all them books we studied was equivalent to the gospel, equivalent to the Bible itself. And I sat there in that 2-bedroom apartment my mom had for me, my mom, and my younger sister. I sat there in my room at my little bitty cheap desk, and you telling me I studied the beneficial book, that, remember that blue thin book that like broke down every book of the Bible and like told you the author of that Bible book, the time it was written, the location it was written, the settings, and like, I used to enjoy studying that bitch ass book. That book wasn't even that accurate. It had more question marks about it. Anyway, so you telling me all the time I spent at my desk studying the beneficial book and all them other books, y'all just go up and be like, oh yeah, we don't adhere to them no more. So you think you can just undo all the lost time with the swipe of a pen? Okay, cool. Can I get my years back, governing body? Can I get that time back, Watchtower? Can we go jump in a time machine, go back to when I was wasting my time studying them dumb books that was soon to be discontinued? Can we jump in that time machine, go back so I can make a different choice now that I understand that these books ain't nothing but a waste of paper? Can we go back so I can reevaluate my decision process and read a goddamn book that will actually help me in my life course on this planet? Can we go back to that time period where I was studying for my part on a theocratic ministry school, where I was reading all these books and underlining the answers in my purple, pink, green, and yellow highlighters? And instead of doing that, I could have spent more time on my school work and perfecting my test score so I can get the scholarship, so I can get the job I want, so I can get the career I want, so I can be the person I want. Can we go back to that, Watchtower? Oh, we can't go back to that, right? We can't do that, right? But you can sit up there and after everybody done wasted their time studying them dumbass books, sit up there and say, oh, well, you know what? They're discontinued. What? Y'all so motherfucking evil. It's all good, though, because I ain't a Jehovah's Witness no more. I was just saying my piece about it. To be honest, I don't know where I was going with this rant, but I appreciate y'all for staying. Like, share, subscribe. It's your girl, Coach D Free. You beautiful, baby. You remember that until next time. Peace.